Hi, welcome to Dissolve Chemistry. Let us continue our discussion on this some basic concepts of chemistry. In the previous video, we have discussed regarding physical states of the matter, that is solid, liquid and gaseous state. If you want to know more detail about that physical states of the matter, please go through that video. And in this present video, we are going to discuss regarding classification of matter. Okay. Based on the composition or the components present in the matter, we are going to categorize them into two types. Okay, one we call it as what? Pure substance. And second one we call it as what? Mixtures. Okay, so what are pure substance? The substance or the matter which comprises single component, or we call it a single chemical entity. Then we call it as what? Pure substance. If it contains two or more different components in different proportions, then it is called mixture. Okay. So now, further this pure substance, we are classifying them into two types. One we call it as elements. Another one we call it as what? Compounds. Now, what are elements? Elements are the substances which contain single type of atoms. Okay, maybe molecules or maybe present as a aggregation in the form of solid, like sodium metal you can take or iron metal you can take, right? So they are clubbed together to form a bulk of the matter. Example, you can take sodium metal, you can take iron, okay? And some of the elements in the pure state, they are going to exist in the form of molecules like hydrogen. Okay, like you can take oxygen, you can take nitrogen. All these, what they are, comprised with same type of atoms. Okay, and the atoms of one element will be different from that of other element. Okay, so that we call it as what? Pure substance, because they are all comprised with what? Single entities. And the second pure component substance is, that is compounds we call. What do you mean by compounds? When two or more different elements, atoms of different elements, if they combine in definite ratio, okay, the resulting component or the substance, we call it as what? Compound. For example, you can take water. Water, how it is being formed? It is being formed by the combination of hydrogen and oxygen in 2:1 ratio. Okay. Similarly, you can take ammonia molecule. You can take glucose molecule. Okay. So now what they have as a molecule, okay, they are having, or the bulk of the matter is comprised with only H2O molecule, where each H2O molecule is having definite composition or proportion of hydrogen and oxygen. And they are all made up with, again, single entity or component. Hence, they are called as what? Compounds are also called as pure substance. Let us look into what do you mean by mixture. Now, such pure substance like water you take glucose, and if you dissolve it, or sugar you take, if you dissolve it, then what happens? The matter is going to contain now two components, that is sugar and water. Okay, and that may be present in any ratio. Okay, it's not having any fixed ratio. It can be present in any ratio. Means I can take 100 ml of water, I can dissolve 10 grams of sugar, 20 grams of sugar. So to any extent we can vary their composition. Okay, so then they are called as what? Mixtures. And these mixtures, okay, not only that, okay, you take the food grains which are being harvested, okay, which contains mud particles in that. So then we call it as what? It's not a pure food grains. It is also having certain impurities such as dirt materials, that we call it as what? Either maybe sand particles or mud particles. Then it is also called as what? Mixture. So therefore these mixtures, we are going to categorize them into two types based on the uniformity of the composition or components present in the mixture. Okay. One is called homogeneous and another one is called as heterogeneous. So what do you mean by homogeneous mixture? When two or more components of the what we call mixture, if they are uniformly they are distributed, okay, so the concentration is uniform throughout, then it is called as what? Homogeneous mixture. Okay. For example, you can take a sugar solution, you take a glass of water, and if you dissolve the sugar, so the composition of, if you pick up, okay, 100 ml you have prepared, and you make it into 10 ml solution, separately, you can separate it into 10 mls, and then you check that one. So both will be, all will be having same concentration, okay, or composition, it is not going to vary. So then it is called homogeneous mixture. Then what do you mean by heterogeneous mixture? Okay, so the two or more components of the mixture, if they are not present uniformly throughout, okay, so then it is called as what? Heterogeneous mixture. For example, you can take, as I have said, the dirt particles present in the food grains which are recently harvested. Okay, so they are not uniformly present in that, right? So therefore, that we can take it as an example, right? And if you mix a sugar crystal and salt crystal, if you mix, so then also you cannot get a, what we call a uniform composition of that. So that is also you can take it as an example for heterogeneous mixture, means in not uniform throughout. That is called heterogeneous mixture. And one thing is, these heterogeneous mixtures, we can separate it very easily by physical methods. What are those physical methods? Like you can, by hand picking we can do, by filtration we can separate. And these homogeneous mixture also we can separate by distillation. Okay, so this is all about matter and its classification. Okay, in the next video we are going to discuss about properties of the matter. Okay, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.